Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, we will be talking about how to choose your list of universities in the US, universities that you will be applying to in the US. We'll be talking about how many universities you should be applying to, what factors you should consider when applying to the US, and what resources you can use. So if we have never met before, my name is Radmila and I'm an Education US expert that helps international students from all over the world help students get into the universities in the United States. So every Sunday I'm having Facebook Lives where I'm talking about the most important topics about application process to the United States universities, about the documents you need to send, about the tests, scholarships, and anything else. So if you are not signed up yet, please follow Self-Start USA Facebook group because I'm going to be talking about a lot of useful information. So one more thing I want to announce before we dive in is that I have created an online course that is supposed to help all international applicants from all over the world to apply successfully to the United States universities. It's going to talk about everything in terms of application process. Is going to guide you from the very beginning to the very end of your application process. So it includes 8 modules, which is only 4 hours of research that you will need to put in instead of more than 200 hours that you will need to do yourself. So it's an immense value. I'm going to leave a link below so you can check this out. Okay, so before we finally dive in, let me know, guys, where are you from? How are you coping with the quarantine? So I'm currently located in Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and we are working from home, which is absolutely crazy because it's for an indefinite time. But let me know, where are you guys from? How are you? What are you doing on this quarantine at home? How are you dealing with this? Please let me know so we can support each other. And also, please leave your questions below if you have any of them, because I can answer them live. So do not waste this opportunity. Anything related to selecting universities or application process, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Okay, so let's start right now. How should you choose universities in the US? How should you approach the selection? There are more than 4,500 universities in the US, which is crazy, because how on earth are you able to narrow it down? How should you select it? How can you do it? So I'm going to give you a few considerations that you should take into account when looking for them. And this will help you narrow down the list of universities to your final selection. And in the end, I will tell you how many universities you should be applying to. So here are a few considerations. The first and the most important one is the cost and the amount of financial aid they're going to give away. So you should look for universities where you know for sure that either you can cover the cost of the tuition in that university, or if you can't, they will give you the financial scholarship, financial aid that you will need. So this way, the first thing that you need to look for is the cost of the tuition. How much is it to pay per year? Is it $40,000 a year? Is it $50,000 a year? Also take into account the living expenses that are completely separate from the tuition. Is it $10,000, $15,000? They are all these prices are indicated on the websites of universities. And also we'll give you the resources where you can look for all these factors. So first thing, look for the tuition prices. How much is it? And then go from then on and try to figure out whether this particular university gives away financial aid to international students. Are they giving away a full financial aid? If you know for sure that you will not be able to cover any percentage of the tuition, if you know 100% that you will need the entire price of the scholarship, the full scholarship, then you need to look only for universities that provide full scholarship, because you don't want to waste your time applying to universities that give away only 50% or 30% of scholarship if you know right now that you need the entire one. So the first and the most important factor is the factor of the cost of your education. So look for that one and make sure that the university is providing really a good amount of financial aid for you to be able to go there. So make sure it's either a full scholarship or partial scholarship, and try to figure out how much money you can get from each university. Usually they're saying this on their websites, so and also on the resources I will give you. So make sure to check out the price and the financial aid. Second consideration is the program of your interest. So if we're talking about you spending so much time and effort to go abroad and invest your time and money, you want to study something that truly, truly interests you, something that you're truly passionate about, and something that will bring you benefit and money as you graduate. So you want to choose a program that you're really interested in and something that will help you as soon as you graduate, something that will help you make money and establish yourself, or some program that will help you get a certain job you have always dreamt to get. So on websites of universities, you can find so many different programs, and you can also look for specific courses that this program includes. You can also select all the courses you're interested in as long as they're tailored to this program. So you're very flexible with your programs with your courses as long as you're selecting a certain program. So but the first thing that you really need to do is to choose the program you're interested in, because this will help you narrow down so many universities from 4,500 to probably 100 or 150. So this is already such a huge help in narrowing down your universities. So definitely decide on the program you want to study and the specific narrow courses you want the program to have, and then look for it. Third consideration that you should take into account is the prestige and the rankings of this university. So for a lot of people, it's very important to study in a very prestigious university, because let's be honest, as soon as you graduate from top 20 universities in the US, your opportunities are far, I would say, it's not like they're broader, but I would say it's easier to get the job where you want to get it. Because universities on your resume, especially in the US, they speak very loud for themselves. Oh, hi everyone. Hi. I see that you all are joining. Please comment where you guys are from and if you have any questions. Yes, so as soon as, in the US in general, the better your university is, if you're graduating from top 10, top 20, it's really easier to get a job where you want to get it, especially in big companies and big well-known companies such as Google, Facebook, or Big Four. So it really depends on what you want to achieve afterwards. If you also, for example, if you want to come home after having studied in the US for 2 or 3 or 4 years, you probably want the university to be a little bit known and recognizable in your country. So this is also a consideration that you should take into account, like whether the prestige of the university is important for you personally. This is a matter of basically your choice. It doesn't have to be important for you, but the more prestigious university is, the more helping the universities to so university is helping students find jobs, or the higher rate is for employment within this university after students graduate, or the more opportunities they provide on campus. So it's something you should take into account for sure when selecting university. So if you want to look for top 50 university, it's already narrowing down your research like crazy, because then considering that you already know which program you want to study and you want to look for this program within the top 50 universities in the US, it's going to narrow you down for even 25 universities or so. And with this number, you really can work from. Another consideration is the location and size of the school. So this is more of your personal preference. It's whether you want to study in a very international city like New York, or maybe you want to study in a city that has more political relations like Washington, D.C., or maybe you want to study in a technological state like in California, maybe in San Francisco. Or Los Angeles. There are so many options, and you can also decide whether you want to bring your cold clothes, your winter clothes, because in certain states it's getting really cold in the winter. But if you want to spend 4, 5, or sorry, not 5, hopefully not 5, so 4 years or even 1 year in the US, maybe you want to spend it in a very sunny location with a lot of opportunities where you can just entertain yourself with international students and just explore the city, just have the time of your life. Personally, I chose to study in New York, and I have absolutely no regrets. New York was an amazing city to live for 2 years of my life. This was probably the best time of my life. It was really entertaining. I could study in the university for as long as I want to, but then I could just go outside and basically be immersed in this incredible culture. So this is completely up to you. And also it depends on the size of the university. The smaller the university is, the more interaction, the more personal interaction you have with professors. And the more interaction you have with professors, the more they know you and the more they might help you find a job afterwards, or maybe they will help you write a recommendation letter about you when you're going to be looking for a job. So this is also something you can look for, whether you're thriving in a small environment or it would be easier for you to thrive in like a very big international campus like Columbia University, or in very big cities or something like this. So hi, I'm from Amsterdam. Where are you from? Let me know, guys, how you are coping with the quarantine, and if you have any questions about applying to the US, because I can answer them live for now. Okay, and the last thing I want you to look after is the opportunities after graduation. How will this university help you find jobs? For example, some universities are inviting employers from different companies on campus, and you will be able to have conversations with them. You can have interviews with them and even get an internship. So take a look whether this particular university is helping their students find a job somewhere. So another thing is that you can look for the percentage of how many students have a job as soon as they graduate. This will be in the resources I will send you. I will actually include them in the description of this link of this video. So you can see how many students got a job as soon as they graduated. For example, the best universities would have 90% of employment rate after graduation. Can you imagine? 90% of graduates will have their jobs already waiting for them as soon as they graduate. So this is an indicator that the university is really helping the students find a job, or that this university is so well known that everyone's just want to accept them. So definitely look for that. Okay, so let's recap. There are 5 considerations that you should take into account when looking for universities you'll be applying to. First is the cost of your education and the financial aid. So how much money will you need to pay per year, and how much money will the university give you? Like, how much scholarship are they providing? Second consideration is the program of your interest. Make sure that you're really interested in this program and this is something you want to pursue for a numerous amount of years. Third consideration, how prestigious is this university? Where is this university on the rankings? Fourth consideration is the location and the size of this university. And the fifth is the opportunities that this university is providing you with after graduation. So really important to take into account all 5 considerations. The last thing I want to tell you is that you should be applying to at least 6 universities. Do not apply to less than 6, because then your chances, like the more universities you're applying to, the more chances you will have to be accepted and to get financial aid from at least one of the universities. And also, the more universities accept you, the more choice you will have and more leverage you will have to negotiate and decide where exactly you want to be and which university really wants you to attend their university. So I recommend applying from 6 to 10 university, but if you can apply to more, you are welcome to do so. So I will provide you with really, really good links on where you can start your research. This is the website of different rankings in the US, rankings of all universities, and you can just filter them based on your interest, based on the program, based on the tuition, and all other factors. So it's really, really, really good one. Actually, I'm going to give you around 3 links. So stay tuned because I will leave them in the description. Okay, so now if you would like me to answer your questions on my next Facebook Live, please comment them below. Also, if you would like to have your chances assessed by a professional US education expert, do not hesitate to book a consultation with me. I am available to talk to all students that would like to talk to me about the application process and help them apply and get accepted, and most importantly, win a large scholarship. So I'm gonna leave a link below, a link in the description. So be sure to check this out if you're really serious about your education. Just book a consultation with me and we will talk about your chances and how you can increase them. Another thing, if you're interested in applying to the US, you are 100% decided that you want to do this, check out my online course. It's only 4 hours that will save you 200 or 300 hours of your independent research online. It's going to answer all your questions. You're going to get numerous benefits, numerous worksheets and freebies that will help you basically accelerate your chances, increase your value, and be accepted by the end of this program. This program is really valuable. It's created based on the experiences of more than 100 international students, not only my experience, but a lot of experience of a lot of students. So definitely check this out. I'm going to leave it in the link in the description under the video. So I hope this was really, really useful for you. Let me know. Wait, I think I have a question. List of universities where you can find low tuition universities. From Ali, this is a question. He's asking whether I can give a list of universities where you can find low tuition universities. Good question. I think this is going to be a great topic for the next Facebook Lives. I will definitely take this into account because there are so many universities that give a really low tuition, but not necessarily you would want to attend them. I'm going to take this question and create an entire separate Facebook Live out of this because it's a really, really good question. But for now, please like this video, comment below with your questions or with your feedback, or tag anyone that you think would be interested in watching this video. I really, really appreciate your support and your feedback, and I will see you all next Sunday, same time, same place. Bye.